wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you.
Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. It's still snowing here in Alaska.
Oh, look how nice, snow. Seems pretty cool at first, until you want to go outside and snow. You want to take a walk? Snow. You want to have lunch? Snow. You want to go for a drive? Snow. You want to go work out? Snow.
What is going on? It's supposed to be 4 below for a low tomorrow. Like, what in the world? But enough with all the not good news. Let's talk about the good news. We're going to pick up a new car today. Well, it's like a new old car. My dad just called me, and he's like, hey, can you go bring me over to the car shipping dealership? Because he just purchased I think it's a Mercedes, some kind, SUV, and he's super excited about it. And he had it shipped here from Anchorage. So we're going to go pick that up. Should be fun. I'll bring you guys along with me. And maybe talk about some car stuff here, guys. When it comes to cars, when it comes to vehicles in Alaska, there's a few things, it's a little different. That's a little different. And my dad has even more of a different take. I think a very unique take when it comes to vehicles here. He kind of, it's almost like he scams the system. I don't know. We'll show a few tips and tricks that he's kind of done over the years and some things that he taught me. But again, hope you guys are doing awesome. Appreciate you guys checking in. We need to go get in the car, pick up Dad, get his new car. Good stuff. It'll be fun. Let's go. Dad has a bit of a vehicle hack that he does.
All right.
You've pretty much always driven Mercedes forever.
Since '86, yeah.
Since '86, and how do you? So right now, you just bought another Mercedes. This is now your 4th Mercedes. And how do you normally have now?
Well, it's up to 9 now. I've had 9.
Oh, 9 since you started. Okay.
This is 4 now.
And the 240D was the first one, the diesel.
That was that was. Cool.
I learned to drive on that. That was a cool one. What is it you do for vehicles up here in Alaska? How do you make this work then?
When it started out, we still had a dealer for Mercedes up here, and but a lot of the prices were ridiculous. For some reason, they think that Mercedes are gold-plated up here. Mom and Dad lived in Phoenix, so when I'd go down and visit them, I'd find a nice desert car and call the shipper, and they'd pick it up and deliver it here in Fairbanks, the same place we're going now. And now this one, I just bought in Anchorage last week, and I should have driven it up, but I made a new rule after I turned 70 that if there's an airplane going somewhere, I got no business driving there. So I just flew back. I was only down there 2 hours, rode the car over to the dealer. They picked me up at the airport, looked at it real quick, says, yeah, it looks good to me. Went in, filled out the paperwork, and 2 hours later I was on a plane coming home. So that's better than spending a whole day, because basically it's a 6-7 hour drive.
He goes down to Arizona normally. This one he bought in Anchorage though, right?
This one I got in Anchorage.
But almost everything else you bought in Arizona, you'll go down there and you'll go buy something with 100,000 miles on it, like a Mercedes with 100,000 miles on it. And you'll drive it and you'll ship it up here. And I just checked the current shipping costs are somewhere between $3,500 to $4,500 from Phoenix to here.
Yeah. The first one I shipped was only $1,700, but that was a long time ago. It was my first SL. And then it went up. It kept going up. When we shipped up the Batmobile about 4 years ago, the SL 550, that was $2,975. That's not too bad. You got to from Phoenix. If I drove one up here, it would take me. I mean, if you're really pushing it, you could do it in maybe a week, probably a week to 10 days.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me for the wear and tear on the vehicle.
Yeah.
The expense. But a lot of people, I've noticed Lower 48 when I lived there, we drove everywhere. We didn't even think about it. Airplane? Why would you do that if you got a road going there? Now I'm the opposite. You got an airplane going there, I ain't driving. I ain't going to do it.
You got airline miles. Use them.
Yeah, and I don't take red-eye flights anymore. That's my second rule. I don't do red-eye flights. They're too tough on you.
All right, let's go get your new car.
All right.
So this is what my dad does. Like this car here, I think has somewhere around 200,000 miles on it. He bought it 100. He drives them until the wheels fall off. This is the newer one here. They haven't driven this one as much. My mom has the other SUV that has duct tape on the back because they just, like I said, literally drive until the wheels fall off, and now they have their fourth one. If you added up all four of my dad's Mercedes together, they'd be worth right now less than a new pickup truck. But they look nice, and the thing about Mercedes that I've noticed is, I don't know how the electronics work, but the engines and transmissions tend to run 2 or even 300,000 miles, no problem. And that's kind of the hack that my dad does. Dad will buy something like this. I think he bought this down in Arizona for about $9,000 and shipped it up here, and he's been driving it for 10 years. Genius. There's a couple tips. A couple of things I'll share later, but let's go get a car. Does winter ever end here in Alaska, Dad?
I don't know. I've had snow in June, but actually I remember 4 inches on May 18th. That's too much.
Come on over here. The back? No back. I've never seen green peas come, but...
No.
Thanks, Dad. See you next time.
Thank you.
You're like a regular here, Dad.
I know. Need those.
Oh, what do you think of this? Guess we
Need
can
to get
take it
this
outside
thing.
and we can see what's up. Oh, you got all of your extra tires and wheels. New fancied things. Okay, so here we go. This is it. This is the new one. The new old one.
Yeah.
The fancy stuff. They have came with some spare rims and wheels. So that's nice. This has third row seating. So Grandma can move the grandkids around. Whoa, what was that? That was a tire popping. I think that... What was that? I don't know. Something just popped. Like suspension or something, Dad. Or was it it sounded like air, maybe? No? Wow, that like rung my ears. What was that?
What's that?
No idea.
It sounded like it came from here.
The transformer, it sounded like. I heard it
Oh,
pop.
maybe it was a transformer.
Yeah, you ever heard it pop? That or a tire blew?
Well, it sounded like a tire. Scared I call your bathroom.
All right, that was really weird and really scary. I don't know if you guys saw that with the camera on, but all of a sudden, bang, it sounded like a gunshot went off. But I think it was actually the transformer, the power transformer over here blew, is what our theories are. Because, wow, his ears were ringing, but everything's good. Lights, no lights are coming on or anything with the car, so... Okay, gosh, that was crazy. All right, so Aunt Cheryl's gonna go drive back. All good, but that was really nice. This lady, she comes out and gives Dad a hug and makes sure he's okay because she thought like a gunshot went off or something. Like, yeah, I just want to make sure Doug's okay. Let me get it, Cheryl.
Well, I got really good boots to have traction on them now.
Oh, hey, dude.
Wow, that noise was like weird.
Yeah. Might be something with the car because I hear this sound over here again, Dad. Okay, drive careful. Yep, okay. That's a 2015 Mercedes SUV with 90,000 miles on it that my dad was able to get for just under $28,000. So I think he could have normally got a slightly better deal. Prices are crazy everywhere. So I thought it was a pretty good deal for what it is, although that loud bang kind of makes me nervous. I think I'm gonna follow Dad home just to make sure everything is good with the car. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and send you back to my family, check on them, see how they're doing.
Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I am tackling the much needed laundry situation because I just went through all of the rooms, all of the bedrooms, all of the clothes, everything, and got everything purged, organized, gone through. I found lots of neat things. Lots of neat things. Let's just say I found a hot dog bun in one of the drawers. That's where we're at. Okay, but everything is purged, and I went through clothes, and I know that there was some clothes that I found that were tucked away and buried into different places. And that's why we have this whole situation going on. Anyway, so I just got a call from my babe. He was out with his dad, and he was picking up his dad's new car. How stinking exciting. I know mom is super excited. And there was like an explosion. They still don't know what it is. I'm sure you guys have seen it before me, but there was some type of an explosion, and that's never a good time. So hopefully everything's okay. I don't know if it will be super okay, but that's terrifying. My babe said that his head was literally pounding and ringing and that he might need to take ibuprofen when he gets home. The car situation, right? I'll touch on that a little bit from my perspective. Cars are crazy expensive right now. Don't know if you guys have kind of noticed that. I have definitely noticed that. A lot of times the inventory here fluctuates a lot, like where you can't, like there's just not a whole like big selection. So a lot of times people will actually have their cars shipped here. Hence why my father-in-law, he found that car in Anchorage and then had it shipped up here. A lot of times they say cars, you know, come here to die because it's so rough and tumbly here. We have extreme weather, we have gravel on the roads, we have icy roads, like there's just a lot, right? That it's hard. It's wear and tearing on your car. It's no joke. So a lot of times people will actually have them ship here. So if you can't find a car here and you need to get a car here, you might potentially look into shipping one. I know like going from Arizona, it costs roughly probably $3,500 to $4,500 depending on the size of your vehicle to get it shipped here. Depending on, I mean, you can definitely find a cheaper car in Arizona and the wear and tear is not as bad because you're essentially going highway miles. It's an idea, just a thought, because cars are crazy right now. There might be some people in my life right now that are potentially looking for a new vehicle. I'm gonna leave it at that. Very excited. Just leaving it at that. Okay, anyway, I know a lot of you guys actually have been messaging me. A few of you guys have been messaging me. Let's not over exaggerate it, okay? A few of you have been messaging me about Evelyn's meet and how she did on the old state meet. So I got a little bit of her footage and I will share it with you guys. She did awesome.
Gymnastics thing.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day.
as you can see, she took 2nd place in state, which is stinking awesome. Especially where she kind of started this year. The whole competition season was a little bit wonky due to her whole flyaway situation, but she got it. She got good scores. She did awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So super proud. She ended on a high. We'll see what this next season entails for her. If she is potentially moving on to the next level or what that's going to look like for her, but she's super excited. Awesome, awesome. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm just gonna continue on getting all of this laundry kind of situated, and then I'll probably go work at the shop a little bit later today. And then, yeah, let's send it back to Bert and seeing how that whole situation is going. I think they're actually gonna head back to Dad's house and go assess the situation and see what's going on. So we hopefully will know more when he returns home.
All right, well, it made it. All right, quick update. Some people thought that it was like a transformer blowing up, like electrical transformer. So I went to the building that was directly across the street that had the large transformers that seemed like that would be the ones that would have blown. And I asked them, I said, hey, did you guys have any electrical issues? Did you have any, like, you know, power outage or spikes? And they said no, but we heard a really loud bang outside. We thought it was you guys. So it turns out it was the air suspension. Dad had lights come on. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is sitting right there, whereas the front tires are there. See how much distance and gap? So you had lights going off coming here, Dad?
Did I have what?
You had some kind of warning lights going off in your dash?
On the dash.
I can try your scan tool.
I think it's on the front seat there.
All right, let's try the scan tool.
Here in a measure 2 link.
My mom was gonna be so bummed. Like I said, they got this for just under $28,000. This is the one downside of Mercedes that comes with the territory. The engines and trannies, in Dad's experience, are all been pretty good, but things like that, like air suspension, and I have no idea what that's going to cost because Mercedes are very expensive to fix. But to be fair, every time Dad has to fix one of his cars, it's usually, it's probably a couple grand every time he has to get something major done on it. Actually, it's not even major. It's usually a couple $1,000s when there is something to do. What my dad would say when things like this break is he says, well, it beats a new car cost because, like I said, he paid right 28-ish for this. And the new price for these are anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000. For the record, I'm not a big fan of air suspension. I had an issue. We had a Lincoln Navigator once, and when it was 40 or 50 below zero, if you don't have like a garage where everything can thaw out, you can have some serious problems with air suspension. It hasn't had many problems because he parks his in the garage. This has air suspension on it. So anyway, my mom's gonna be kind of sad because my ears are still ringing, by the way. You guys ever have like a large explosion or shooting like a really high-powered gun? Like I have that feeling because I was right by the back end when the thing went off. How you doing, Dad? Are you okay?
I'm good.
You good? So every time something breaks on one of your cars, what do you always say?
Except for, well, in this case, for $85,000, I could get a new one that didn't do that.
Yeah, I just checked. They're anywhere from 80 to 100 or 160 with the AMG package.
Yeah. Well, it costs a couple grand to fix it probably, but I don't have any idea. It's no big deal. That's why I buy used cars. I'm not shocked when that stuff happens.
It beats the new car price, right?
Oh yeah.
Mom's not gonna understand. She's gonna be like, "You broke my new car. I can hear it now.
Yeah.
I can hear it now."
Oh yeah. She won't be happy, but I'll just get it taken care of.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Harvey right now.
Okay. said yep.
That's how I feel. I know. So what was the explosion?
So,
do we know what that is? Yeah?
Yeah, it is confirmed. It is the air suspension. And it sounds like it's the air suspension strut on the one side. And it's going to be, it's about what I figured, roughly at least $2,000 to fix.
Oh my gosh.
But Dad did reach out to the car dealership he bought it at, and they might actually kick in some parts and try to meet him part way. So
Okay.
that was
Well, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a plus. But Mom's gonna be a little sad.
It's gonna be a little sad.
Just. Did you want to hold the camera?
Do you want to hold it?
Did you want Mom? Are you reaching for Mom?
Yeah.
She wants to Mom.
She's tired.
Yeah, she's tired.
Oh, so sad.
Don't be sad. Don't be sad.
Don't be sad, be glad.
Oh, now you want Dad?
No, she wants the camera.
Oh, the camera. She wants the happy peoples. All right, I think we're gonna wrap this one up. Just a couple quick tips. Honda, Toyota, and Subaru tend to be some of the more popular vehicles here. Obviously pickup trucks and such, and some SUVs. But if you do decide to ship a car here, like I said, because you told them how much cars were to ship, right, babe?
Roughly.
Yeah.
From what I can see.
I just verified it's like between $3,500 to $4,500 to ship a car here. It might be another option if you want to save some money. You might go buy, let's say, a $10,000 or $11,000 car down in maybe Phoenix or Lower 48 area and ship it up here, and then you got about 15 into it by the time you're here. That might be a better value for you. So you might just double check that could be, that could be help. So, but if you do ship it here, it's wintertime. You don't have to do like the full winterization as far as like with your heaters, like the heater plugs, like the little extension cords that we have hanging out of the car. But make sure the antifreeze is rated for -60. So.
But it'd be good to have it winterized if you could, right?
No, if you could, but to be fair, some people don't know how to do winterization proper in the lower 48 compared to where we are. In fact, the fact that I said -60, some of you guys it's going to irritate, but I've already verified with 6 different shops here. -60 is what you set the antifreeze to here at North Pole in Fairbanks, Alaska. So that's otherwise like your block could crack, your engine could literally crack if that's not set correctly. So anyway. Someday it would be nice to be able to buy a vehicle in the lower 48 and ship it up, but literally that $3,500 to $4,500, that's like more than the cost of our first car that we bought together.
Oh yeah.
Because we bought a Honda 95 Honda Civic for $3,300 when we first got married.
Yep.
That was our car. I love that car. It's amazing.
It was a stick shift.
Stick shift. Yeah,
Good
and you rode crazy. All the people from your work that were like screaming and holding on for dear life as you were. Oh no, I have witnesses. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. Appreciate you guys coming along. And bummer about Mom and Dad's car, but like I said, in the big scheme of things, I think it's still going to be a good value for them. I really do. See you guys in the next video. Take it away, Livy.
This is a very intricate process of removing the bottle from the baby's mouth without waking her up and inserting the pacifier. Like, you know that scene where Indiana Jones is trying to get the statue and has to put the sandbag down? Same. Got it.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. YouTube channel. Beep.